And we know summer's here, and that means it's time to book those summer vacation trips. But what's the best way to save on flights this summer? Joining us now with tips is Erin Florio, executive editor at Condé Nast Traveler. Erin, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, so what are the most expensive days of the year to fly and why?
Yeah, so it should come as no surprise. The most expensive days of the year to fly are generally the days leading up to a major holiday. So July 3rd, July 2nd, the days leading up to Thanksgiving, and of course the days surrounding Christmas. Now, a nice counter to that I think a lot of people don't factor in is if you actually fly day of the holiday, you're probably going to get a really good deal. So if you can be flexible with your dates, you're probably going to save money if you want to travel at the holiday period.
And when is the best time to buy your flights? I mean, does it make any difference if it's the evening or during the day?
Yeah, so I think a number of years ago, there were these sort of schools of thought that if you were buying flights, at nighttime as opposed to the day, or on a Tuesday as opposed to a Friday, you were going to get the cheapest tickets. And I have to say that was true once upon a time. Nowadays, that's all sort of gone out the window because of the way the algorithm works. So the best way to stay on top of your ticket is just to be really well researched and kind of do your homework. And some of the best ways to do that would be to set flight alerts for places like Google Flights and Skyscanner. If you go in and you say the places you want to fly to and around about when you want to fly, you'll get emails sent to you that will tell you the best time to buy.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so what are some of the most affordable, summer destinations people should be knowing about?
Okay, well, I think everyone will be really happy to learn that this is, for the first time in 6 years, the flights to Europe are the lowest they've ever been. So, I think a lot of people think Europe is just, not affordable, it's not in the cards, but actually it is. And if you get strategic about where you want to go, you can find some really good deals. I'm never going to say don't go to Italy, but it feels like everybody is going to Italy. But if you go to places like Greece or the Adriatic, as opposed to, the solid Mediterranean, you can find some great beach deals in places like Albania, some of the Greek islands, and Croatia. And if you want to stay more domestic, I know people tend to avoid Florida during the summer times, but you can get some really great deals and have a really, really good time. Rentals in Florida right now can be as low as about $26 a day in prime places like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and even places up north like Amelia Island has, more mild temperatures. And if you're like me, you actually enjoy those big summertime thunderstorms that roll through in Florida, so you can see it as a benefit as opposed to a barrier to your trip.
Erin Florio, executive editor at Condé Nast Traveler. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And you can pick up the latest issue of Condé Nast Traveler for even more summer travel tips and destinations.